What's up YouTube, it's DistroRC back at the end of the video, and in today's video I'm going to be going over the Team Associated Rival MT10. This is the third vehicle I got while I was up at the MSM Area RC grand opening. Man, that's a mouthful for me to say. And I got this after I went to the grand opening. This vehicle was a little bit over an hour northeast of where the Area RC grand opening was. And I found this vehicle on Facebook Marketplace for $200, and it came with everything you can see in the picture, plus a 3S battery that is currently in the truck. This is the ready-to-run version that includes the 3300 milliamp hour LiPo battery 2S and the 2 to 4S LiPo charger. So if I was to buy the vehicle new, I would have bought the $330 version, which doesn't include these, but this vehicle was actually the $400, I believe, version, which is the one that came with these two. So I'm going to correct my spreadsheet to better reflect how much money I actually saved by buying this truck for $200 rather than what I would have saved if I had bought the vehicle new at regular price that I was looking at. Plus it came with these front and rear A-arms. So, by RPM, the best company to go to if you want to get replacement A-arms. Bar none, they make the best A-arms. They are more flexible than stock A-arms and more durable and thicker and just all around better for basically any vehicle I've ever put them on. So, highly recommend RPM A-arms. Not a sponsor, just really like their stuff. Anyway, it came with the... Does this have batteries in it? Batteries in the transmitter. Love to see it. Don't have to buy batteries. This comes with the Team Associated XP120 transmitter with your throttle and steering trim and dual rates. Nice, simple two-channel transmitter. You got your throttle and you got your steering. Cool little brake rotor and caliper in the wheel. I like that blue. Sky blue is my favorite color, so... And just blue in general. Looks so good to me. Also, you have your throttle and steering reverse switches. So, really cool. This charger, it is a lithium polymer or a lithium iron LiPo Life battery charger, and you can charge select between 1, 2, and 3 amps. And then on the side here is where you have your 2, 3, and 4S balance ports. The 2S LiPo I showed earlier is a 30C, so nothing really to go on about, but it's nice that it came with a battery. Actually, it's really nice that it came with two. I love this super high mounted wheelie bar. That's just something super cool. It is currently in the tallest position, so I don't have to adjust that, but the truck unfortunately does come with sway bars. There's the back one. There's the front one. People, stop including monster truck sway bars. That's not the vehicles that need them. Truggies, yes. Monster trucks, no. Get rid of them on monster trucks. I will be taking this one off. And I'll make a plastic bag of my own accord to put these in and the sway bars. But unfortunately, along with the Creighton and the Outcast, this vehicle didn't come with the manual either. So I'll be stuck to online resources for that. Probably should just like start a page in my RC folder called manuals so I can save all these PDFs if I ever have if these things ever like go down. Here is the 3S battery. It appears to be slightly puffed, which I don't remember it being puffed when I first got it. 3 weeks ago now. So oops on me for leaving it in the truck. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. Anyway, 5200 milliamp hour Ovonic. Ovonic makes great batteries. ADC, 11.1 volt 3S standard. I like the batteries that come with this little plastic protector around the balance port. Gives you something nice to grab on when you're pulling it out of the charger or putting it into it. Just really cool. The man I bought this from, he did add on this hot racing fan and heatsink to the vehicle, so that's really cool to see. I don't know if it had trouble with overheating or not before I got it, but adding fans on brushless electronics never hurts. So, wins there. You have your receiver box up front. Overall, I gotta say, this chassis layout reminds me a lot of the Stampede 4x4 VXL, with your little motor wire retainer down there. I will say, though, the big difference was the ESC was turned this way, turned 90 degrees, and the servo was also turned 90 degrees, so that the servo faced this way, not this way. And obviously the transmitter didn't have the button up here, it had the switch up here, it had the button on the transmitter itself, but yeah, the transmitter was turned, ESC is turned like this. I keep saying transmitter. ESC had the button switch with the Traxxas stuff. So, but similar receiver box position, similar shock tower design, different entirely wheelie bar design and shocks. Comes with adjustable shocks out of the box. That's nice. Comes with lights. I don't really care about lights, but nice that it came with lights. Let's check I'm gonna dump out the rocks and stuff in here really quick, and then I'll come back for the rest of the suspension test and whatnot. Also has rear lights, you can see right here. Okay, so suspension. Those are some... That suspension is extremely stiff. Like, it's not moving at all when I'm dropping it from this just like 1 foot height, but... And it's not even bottoming out when I'm dropping it from that high. I don't know if it's that stiff from the factory, but... Interesting. Okay, this vehicle has a center diff for sure. You can see how the back tires aren't moving when I was moving the front tires. So that's really cool. So that you can tune the center diff to be more loose or tight. I prefer my center diff on my monster trucks to be tight because then you can pull wheelies better. And wheelies are cool. And no one's going to talk me out of that. I might eventually want to buy... Actually, I might have... I think I have a black Dubro dual body pin retainer. And it would go really well back here. Need to figure out something for the front. I just bought a set of knockoff armor pin retainers for the Granite that was a couple videos back and put them on. So I might use those for the front and then the double retainer for the back. The body itself doesn't feel extremely thick anywhere. So honestly, I'd imagine that the least durable part of this vehicle is the body, judging by some of the other videos I've seen. Anyway, that should do it for an overview. The tires... Wow, the tires are really grippy. They do not want to slide at all. The truck, no play. The guy I bought this from took really good care of it. That's impressive. I really like to see it. Oh, there's this little cover right here so that you can adjust the something. I don't know what that would be to adjust. But this is a true monster truck. The motor is above the differentials, so win there. Okay, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.